Good morning, good day, good afternoon, and everything in between. I'm walking to work because I'm essential, and it made me think of you guys. We're like one big happy family, and I thank you guys for sharing me on your layout. It really shows how in touch we are in the world.
Hey, that was Scott. And this is Don. I am Don. So, this is the Nearly Historical Railroad channel. And we really appreciate you guys sending in the emails and the pictures of the Scott is here type of thing. We'll talk about that more later. And also later, I will have some other emails that subscribers have sent in with sightings of Scott. So, stick around for that. And as you know, we've had our stay-at-home order, so we can't go out to the train layout. But I've been collecting video from Scott and Dad via the internet, and we're gonna show you some of that stuff. Before we get to that though, a word from our sponsor. Thanks, Nevis. I couldn't have said it better. So next, we're gonna head out to Cimarron and my dad's house. Since he lives there, he can actually work on the train layout. He's made some progress on that. We're gonna do that, and then after that, we're gonna go out to Scott's house and see his layout. He also dug out a box from the garage with some of his older stuff. He's kind of setting up his own stuff since he's stuck at home. So that's kind of cool. So first of all, let's head out to my dad's house and check out what's going on there.
Hi, welcome to the layout. Here we are, back in Cimarron. Hey, last time we talked, we worked on Cimarron a bit, and we were painting the sidewalks and the streets and getting a little more work done here. I say we, but been mostly me here. It's been kind of lonely without the whole group here. John's not here, Jim's not here. Scott, I haven't found yet. I'm gonna look around and see if he is around here somewhere. And well, anyway, we're going to do a little more work on the Cimarron. Now, what I've been doing lately, past few days, was working on inventorying all my rolling stock and locomotives and stuff like that. Is something I've never really done. And I thought it might be a good idea to do that, just mainly for insurance purposes. And then when we go along and start doing ops nights with card stocks and stuff, I'll have all that information there, and we can use that. But in the meantime, I was going through all of these boxes that we have here that I had not opened up yet, and rolling stock, and 2 or 3 of them had some little automobiles and things like that in there that I knew we had, but I didn't know where they were, so I finally found those. So we'll take a look at that. We'll take a look at Cimarron here a little bit. Painted the sidewalks and the streets and put the buildings back on in place. So we'll take a little walk or stroll down memory lane here or whatever and see what it looks like. So you can see I put out a few more vehicles just temporarily to see how they're going to fit in here and how everything else fits. Also been working on the platform, wooden platform for the railroad station. As you can see, it was a curved track here, so the straight railroad station would not quite fit on that. So we had to do a little work, and I'm still not done with it yet, but we got to start it. So at least the platform, the railroad station now fits up to the wood platform that I put in there somewhat. And I'll extend that over here a little bit further. And we still haven't had made any decisions as to the walkway up to the restaurant. We had a good suggestion there on one of the comments I just noticed, so maybe making a walkway under the railroad tracks and go up to the station, but I'm not sure if there's any room that we can really do that and have it come out right, but we'll take a look at that. You can see we got some of the buildings in place, back in place there. We got a few more automobiles and things. Well, Cimarron's going to be a nice little town. We got quite a ways to go yet. We got to get more ground cover on here and a lot more detail. That's our temporary scrapyard over there. Probably will be a scrapyard, but I don't think it'll be full of rail. But also we're working on these highway crossings here where I had the balsa wood down. We finally got that stained, so it looks a little bit better. And we got those 2 over there. Then come back over this way here. One is really more on the curved track, and then go through into the other room. We got that pretty much working properly now, cut and everything, and still have to decide what we're going to do on the sidewalks where it crosses the street here, or the tracks. I believe what I'm going to do next is go ahead and hook up the wires for the lights in these buildings. Most of the buildings have lights already in them, and I've already run the wire underneath to connect to that, so I'll just have to drill some holes, run the wires through, and then we'll hook those up. Well, I think we'll begin with the railroad station here and just move on down the line and get the buildings up there. And first of all, we gotta get in here and drill a hole down through there. And I already had that one pretty much pre-drilled, so that was in the right location. You know, a while back we got some wires. We already have plugs on each end, so we've been using these to wire all the lights in the buildings, and they plug in just real simple. Like so. Then we can plug them into the same plug on the building. We can push them down to the hole here and just hook them up. That's simple. Well, now we got the station back in place. Got the lights turned on, got the rest of the buildings lit up, and we'll take a look and see how that shows up. Well, I'm not sure I'm much of a photographer, but trying to get this without the light coming on. This is Cimarron. With lights.
Well, you paved the roads, turned some lights on, people start moving into your town. That's pretty cool. All right, we're gonna head over to Scott's house now, where I think he's gotta do some tricks to get it quiet so he can shoot some video. Here we go.
Quiet somehow. Daddy needs you guys to be quiet because he's got a videotape. So people aren't bored like I am right now. Some people have been asking me for things to come up with and do. It's kind of hard because I put everything away in my box and then stuck it in the garage, and then of course, like every good garage, it makes a great storage unit, so I have to climb over things to be able to get to it. But since I have some time, I did pull out that box, and it's been about maybe, I would say about 2 years since I've ever been into this box. And so it's kind of like a treasure. So we'll find out what that's like. Here is a locomotive I've had for probably, I'd say 5 years that I don't even know runs. I bought it at a swap meet, and I do believe it's DC. I'm gonna find out tonight. But it's, as you can tell, an Alco RS11. I like the paint scheme on it a lot, and yes, I know these are undone. That's because I was messing with the handrails here just a moment ago, but I'm gonna tear her open to find out what she looks like inside. Well, as I fear, DC, but it's not that old, so kind of happy about that. I know I could put an 8-pin in there and be happy, but I like my stuff to have sound, and I know this has got incandescent bulbs, so I want to replace those for some LEDs. And I find a place to put a speaker too, now that I think about it. I don't know. Well, we'll figure it out. Alright. What's in the next box? Oh. I'm trying to remember if these were any good. Yeah, these were good. Well, these were good. I didn't have to work on any of these. I might do some weathering on them. I may end up changing some of the wheels and couplers, but these are my rail stock. Let's get a better look here. This one here I would like to change, make it SP or something, but it's kind of cool looking. And every good railway has got to at least have the Mars bar stuff. So, yep. Here comes my EMD SD45, followed by my EMD SD40T2, and then after that is a EMD SD40, and then after that is a EMD SD39. I have them all on mute right now, so it makes it a little more quieter. Here comes one of my two favorite style of cars. Right after this flatbed, this Pacific Fruit Express, and this rail box. I like that a lot. Those are my two favorite types of cars. Oh, look it! It's a Johnson spreader. Just chilling, going through the boxes with you guys, trying to remember what I did. And yes, I locked the cat out of the room just so he could stay away from me because I don't want him to ruin my projects. But this is my layout. It's not much. I like it though. I'm debating if I still want to keep it as such. Like, I was originally going to make it a 3-tier setup, but I may just do 2. I don't know. We'll figure it out. No real reason or rhyme for it. I'm just the kind of guy that likes mountain scenery and I really like this dirt that's local. I like the color of it, and I think it really brings out the color of the Southern Pacific engines and the Western Pacific engines, you know, for mountain scenery. So whenever I get to do that, there'll probably be something more on that, but not for a long time. Got other things planned. Oh, the clickety-clack of the rails. So smooth and quiet. Kind of makes you sleepy. Yep, sleepy. Well, I thank you guys for letting me hang out and enjoy running my trains. And I hope you guys are doing the same with your guys' layout. And I thank you guys for sharing your videos. You know, by showing videos, it shows that you guys are part of our family and we all enjoy the same stuff despite what's going on in this world. I know I don't have a caboose. I apologize for that. It's over at Don's house for our future endeavors. Have a good one. Thumbs up.
So that's Scott's place. Just proves you don't have to have a lot of space to have some fun with model railroading. You know, if you got some old boxes, dig them out, see what's in there. Maybe stuff still runs. It's all good stuff. So we're gonna head back out to Cimarron at my dad's house, where he's doing a little bit more work in Cimarron. And I think Scott is helping him somehow. I don't know. All right, to my dad.
Okay, now we got the lights and most of the buildings working. I think it's time to get a little ground cover down here. Oh, where's Scott? I see Scott is here now. Good. I don't know if he's going to help out much anyway, but at least he'll keep an eye on me, make sure I do things right around here. So anyway, what we're going to do here now is put a little masking tape down and put a little dirt. I've drew lines here where the buildings go so we don't put dirt along underneath the edge of the building, so they set in there just right. So we'll need a little tape. We'll cover the sidewalks up here. So we don't make a muddy mess there. The building line right there, so we'll just right on the line. There. We've got a parking lot here, a building here, a building here. And this here will all be gravel. So put one more piece of tape covering up the track there, and we'll be ready to go. Hope this green tape works better than that blue tape. I heard that it does, so we'll just find out. Don't have to get this too straight on the track. That's going to be ballast anyway, so and we'll have our dirt going right up to that. Now we'll get a little glue mixture, a little white glue and water, about a 50-50 mix here, and we'll spread this around. Now spraying this gets all over, so the sprayers don't work too well when they get gummed up, so I put this on with a brush and my fingers. That'll probably work too. Can't find any gloves, so I'll just have to use my bare fingers. Okay, let's see if we can get a little glue on here. Not quite sure how much we can get on here before it starts drying. So we'll just do one small section at a time, or a smaller section, not trying to do the whole thing here. I think we'll be all right to go a little further. Okay, now that we got the glue on here, we'll get a little dirt. Use a sifter. Use a little brown dirt, real dirt. Whoops. Just kind of sift that onto here. That's not going to work well against the wall there, apparently, so we'll get our fingers dirty. Now, you got this fairly spread out here, fairly evenly, little thick in spots, but you take a little 91% alcohol, if you can find it, and mix that with about 5% alcohol and 95% water. And we just put like an eyedropper and slowly, tediously drop it on here so it gets everything wet and absorbs into the water and glue mixture. Okay, that's going to take a little while to do that, so we'll take a break in the video.
All right, so that's all the video that Scott and my dad had sent in to me. So now we're going to go to some emails that subscribers have sent in to us for the whole Scott is here thing. So this first one was Alex. He was in our last video actually, but I had mentioned that I really like the flume in his train layout. So he sent me some other pictures of the flume. Says, thanks for the kind words in your video. Glad your dad could keep the updates going. Since you like the flume, here are more short shots of it. Now I can show them since the stamp mill is nearing completion. It was still a mess when I shot the other pictures. Happy modeling, he says. So check this out. I really like the flume. Kind of cool stuff. And what's neat is look in that mill. You can see stuff and things in the mill. Here's another shot. And again, this is cool. I mean, you can see like the water in the flume, and I think that looks great. I think that is really neat. And here's another picture of the mill, and this is neat. What I really like actually about this is the foundation is cool, and I love the little archways. I could totally see that happening somewhere. That's the little archways in the foundation. I think that's really cool. So thanks again for sending those pictures, Alex. So next is Claude, and I'm a subscriber to this guy's channel, and he's done a lot more, I would say, let's get to that picture. He's done a lot more handling track than I have, I think, so that's kind of cool. He's, here you go, Don. Scott overseeing work at the Timberline Junction on the summit of the Cowboy Valley and Timberline Junction Railroad. So I'll put a link in the description to his YouTube channel. You want to check that out, Cowboy Valley and Timberline Junction Railroad. And of course, there's Scott. And look at the hand laying stuff. That is just all the turnouts, custom built turnouts. And what I noticed here too, this is a curved turnout. And I noticed that he put in a little guardrail down here. And I've done that on some of my curved turnouts as well, because it seems like when a train comes around, it just kind of wants to hit that little point on there, and it kind of makes a big difference, is throwing that little guardrail in there. So that's cool. All right, next. It says, this is from Kevin. And it says, hello, Don. Sorry for lateness. It's okay. We're still doing this stuff. But have been trying to keep out of reach of the FBI and our police here in New Zealand, as we are in total lockdown and our bubbles. I'm not quite sure what that means. But New Zealand. So I had to like look at this. It's like, okay, so that I live like in this little green spot, and New Zealand is like you see, like New York is over here, and New Zealand and Florida is like down there. And then I had to like look a lot. I had to look around a lot, and it turns out New Zealand is like, I mean, it's almost not even on the same planet. It's like way over there, and this guy's watching my videos. That's totally cool. Yeah, other side of the ball. It's crazy. So anyways, let's see here. Here is one of his pictures. And there, of course, is Scott. He said, but I had a visitor turn up in my layout room. And he got here, how he got here is a mystery. But Scott was here. I managed to get him out of the country, but I am waiting for a visit soon, asking who he is. I hope he made it back to the United States. Here's another picture. Oh, sorry about that. Fun aside, I really have appreciated your videos and seeing what and how you do your layout. My layout is in a room 3.2 meters wide by 5 meters. What's a meter? Huh. Funny shape, but it is what I have to work with. It is based on the ATSF railway from Chicago to Los Angeles, but I model between Raton Pass in the New Mexico to Albuquerque. It is 4 levels and in HO scale. I have a YouTube site, which is SF-RATON-NZ. Not sure if I'm saying that right. I'll put a link in the description. So I want to go back. 4 levels. Okay, 4 levels. That's like 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 level layout. So I watched some of his videos and stuff, and it's like, it's 4 levels. It's like, that's pretty cool. Another kind of interesting thing too is he's in New Zealand, and he's modeling railroads over here in America. I find that interesting. It seems like a lot of people in other countries still model American railroads. So, whatever. That's cool, I guess. I hope you and your family are well, and that everything is okay with you and your dad. Take care. All the best from New Zealand. Yes, we're all doing fine. Thank you for asking.
It's good seeing you guys. Stay safe. Don't forget to wash your hands.
Now, Sparky, whether he likes it or not, is one of our leaders of our community that we all love.
Do we have
Okay?
any more toilet
And
paper?
Sparky, come on.
What's that?
Toilet paper?
Yeah. Just a second. Yeah, I'll be right there. Yeah, I'll be right there. Hey, it's me again. So, the whole Scott is here thingy. You can participate in this also. So here's what you do. You go to my little webpage, it's nhrailroad.com, and you scroll down and find this picture. It's pretty easy, it's right there. And you can save that picture, print it out. You can also click on it and download a bigger version of it. Print it out, hang that picture in your train room somewhere. Take a picture of that and email it to me. Or shoot a video, put it on YouTube, and email me the link. Email it to scottishere@mail.com. And I will do my best to try to get it into the next video. And that's what we're doing, because we're all stuck at home. So at least Scott's getting around and, you know, doing stuff and hanging out with other people. Whatever. All right. Okay. Continuing on now to the next segment of this video. All right, so that's it. That's the end of the video. Hit the wait. Ring the little bell so you get notifications when new videos come out. And who knows what's gonna happen next week. It's kind of weird and random with stuff going on. And I don't know. But thank you for watching the Nearly Historical Railroad channel. We will catch you later.